This week we're looking at 4 prison stories from the Bible for our own lockdown. Yesterday we looked at Joseph in prison in Egypt. Today, Jeremiah in prison in Jerusalem. Jerusalem is surrounded by the Babylonian army. The inhabitants are resisting, ever hopeful of a last-minute reprieve, whether by the arrival of the Egyptian army or by a miraculous intervention by God. Jeremiah, the prophet, has been consistently saying, you must surrender. That is the only hope of life for you. God is not going to rescue us. Jeremiah's prophecy was deemed to undermine morale, and so it was into prison with him. The king Zedekiah appears to be a very weak man. He, particularly where Jeremiah is concerned, he agrees with the last person who happens to give him advice. There's a general feel in those chapters of Jeremiah of chaos, of a breakdown in law and order around Jerusalem. There's one group who takes Jeremiah, who's already a prisoner, and drops him into what is described as a muddy cistern. Whether that is a euphemism for a latrine, I don't know, but it's certainly unpleasant, and he is expected to die of hunger there. Now, the story that I want to tell is not actually primarily about Jeremiah, but about the person who rescues him from the cistern. A remarkable act of kindness. I'm going to read from chapter 38 and verses 7 to 9. When Ebed-Melech the Ethiopian, a eunuch who was in the king's house, heard that they had put Jeremiah into the cistern, Ebed-Melech went and said to the king, "My lord the king, these men have done evil in all that they did to Jeremiah the prophet by casting him into the cistern, and he will die there of hunger, for there is no bread left in the city." So the king, who was the person who commanded him to be put into the cistern in the first place, now commands Ebed-Melech to get him out. And I want us to look at this man. Firstly, he's a foreigner. He's described as an Ethiopian, an African. He's got no personal investment in the future of Jeremiah or of Jerusalem. Secondly, he's a eunuch. He is somebody who can never have his name perpetuated by marrying and having a family. Thirdly, he's actually got no name at all. Ebed-Melech is not a name. It simply means the king's slave. Now, no doubt his mother gave him a name at his birth, but no one seems to have known it or recorded it or to care about it. In this time of chaos, where there is no advantage to him, this nameless slave comes to Jeremiah's rescue. It is a most wonderful example of service without any expectation of reward or benefit. I wonder if there's anyone that we are called to help out in these difficult times. And if so, are we happy to do so without being noticed or recognised in any way? Tomorrow, the next prisoner is John the Baptist.